Normally treatment has to be done either in the empty stomach or at least 1.5 to 2 hours after, because you are doing a Sneha Swedas, and if the person is having already food, it will create more Amavastha and all. You ask the patient, are you comfortable, are you feeling fever, are you feeling any discomfortable to stay in the table, then examine everything, then you proceed with the therapy. So now you take the oil, there may be a prescription of oil on the head. Yes, you can apply Lasnadipudi on the head. Sometimes there will be a prescribed a specific oil will be there on the head. It may be Asana Villadi, Asana Eladi Velichanna, there are different of coconut oils, other things can be there. Or at least you apply Rasnadi Churnam there to avoid excessive the inflammatory changes there. So we will start from the back side. So you can do two options, one is called just pouring or followed by a massage called Pinyu Tadaval. Just പറയാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് കാണിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്. എണ്ണ ഒഴുകാൻ തുടങ്ങിയില്ലേ? എണ്ണ എടുത്തോ? അതൊക്കെ ഇന്ത്യയിലിടാം. അല്ല രണ്ടുപേര് പാരലലി ചെയ്യാം. എന്നെ ഫോളോ ചെയ്താൽ മതി. We need a synchronization of the treatment as the procedure comes. I'll just show you. So take the oil like this. You pour over here, follow this. Also in the back, you can oil pour followed by a thing. This is called Pinyu Tadaval. Since traditionally people were doing with the squeezing like this, now I am standing on the right hand side. So if I am standing on the other side, I will be doing the reverse way. So you do like this. So like this we will proceed with all the 7 positions. I will just show you once again on the leg. Similar way parallelly they will be doing on the other side. Similar way in the hand also, followed by a running of the hand. This. And just it will go like this. You may elevate the head a little bit high so that oil can flow fastly. For example, if you are doing with Dhanyamlam, it may be much more easier. If you are doing with the milk, it may be much more easier. But oil, you may keep head and slightly higher than the other therapies, because if the person is having hand like this, so there will be oil will be trapped here. So you can see the oil is already trapped here, which I am moving now. That side also it is there. So it's by practice, you keep on doing it, you will have the different options. Continue. So when you are doing in the areas, you have 3 areas. One is on these areas, one is on the central part, then on the lateral part. There are 3 areas we do. Also in the hand, you have a central part followed by this, then you have the inner part of the hand, then you have the outer part of it. So 3 times. So then we have repetitions of it according to the number of things. In Kerala we say 5 kai, 6, 7 kai, like that. It means you repeat 5 times or repeat 7 times, like that, depends upon the number and duration of the treatment. For example, first day there may be starting with the 30 minutes. So you may have a number of hands, we call it as lands. Number of hands may be less because we have to finish all the 7 positions. So roughly if you take 5 minutes in each position, so you get around 30 to 35 minutes, so you finish in the first day. Then traditionally there is also a habit of increasing the thing. That means first day you start with 30 minutes, then 35, 40, 45, like Arohana Kramam method is also followed. Some places they don't follow, they directly start with 45 minutes even up to 1 hour. Again, you have to be very careful because skin is very sensitive in different areas. So the temperature of the oil has to be very specifically remembered, whether you are supposed to collect the oil from there, reheat it and use it again. So you have to have a good idea how much temperature it is. So it is always good to have contact with the hand. So I will just show you, just for demonstration I will show you also in the prone. So you have to help the patient slowly, yes. Especially when you are doing with, not all the patients will be able to lay down in a prone position, but prone position is very important, especially the areas of this area where you can do very well. This area, this end area should be like this, it goes like this. Also here you go first inner, then you have a central aspect followed by the oil. I just showing you for your information. So if you are doing 3 times, you know, approximately you get around 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes in each position, you will get 30 minutes. So if you are doing 7 times, so you can extend according to that. If there are 2, it is ideal to have 2 therapists who have already synchronized parallelly, they are doing experience, it will go very smoothly without any break. And parallelly there will be one person who will be standing in there, they will take the oil and they will rewarm it and continue the procedures. And keep on observing the patient, how he feels, the patient is comfortable, whether his neck is given enough support for the laying down position, does he feel too cold or does he feel too hot. You just look into that, but don't make the patient to speak a lot. That is also not really good. Sometimes the patient will be speaking many things to the therapist also. Which place you are coming from, like that. Don't entertain any conversation during the therapy at all. But don't allow the patient to sleep also. There is also other thing. Sometimes patient will go to sleep. It's not correct. Be passionate to learn Ayurveda. Be very much passionate to learn Ayurveda. Na Shastra matra sarno nanalogy dagama. Keep reading on the Shastra, but and all you feel good. But same time, try to understand what they want to communicate. Try to understand. You try to read, try to understand what classical books are told, what other books are told, and try to read in between the lines, you will be able to really know what they want to communicate. Otherwise you will be in a trap with the translations, you will be in a trap with the commentators, you will be entrapped with the interpretations of people. Try to read the original one, it's easy, there is no much complication is there, you try to read the book as it is. My father was reading Ashtanga Hridayam every day, even though he has by-hearted that book when he was at the age of 20. So I asked him, why are you reading the same book which you already by-hearted at the age of 20? So he told me that book is not changing, but I am changing. So when you keep on reading it, that's what I do now also. I keep on reading every day. So whenever I read repeatedly, book is not changed, but the meaning inside it completely will change. You will get a very deep meaning within that. Otherwise you think that, oh, everything is very simple. Okay, you are reading today morning, imagine you are reading Vadaraktam. So, Vidahyannam Viddacha Tatacha Strik Pradushanam Bhajadam Vidhin Swapna Jagaram Aidunam, like that. Vadalai Shidalai Vayu Vruddha Kruddo Vimarga Vadalaihi Vada increasing Shidalaihi Vruddha Kruddo Vimarga Vritti Krudda Vimarga going Anyasthana. What is there in that? If you are a primary reader, you are a BAMS student, you are a beginner, fine. Vadalaihi, that which increases Vata. Shitala, Shita. Vruddha Krudda Vritha, Vritti happens, Krudha, okay. But if you are a repeated reader, Vatala means Vata increasing. Vatala means Tatra Ruksho Legu Shida Kara Sukshma Chala. That Vatala already containing Shita. Ruksha Legu Shita. Then why we need another Shita? Oh, you see, this is Anushtup Chandas, you know, 8 letters. Some poetry, it is always there. You know, poetry, you need 2 letters missing, you add some 2 letters. No. It's not like poetry. Okay, it's Anushtup Chandas having 8 and 8, that's different. Why there is another Shita? So you click there in the internet. Imagine Ashtanga Hridayam is in a hypertext. Like in internet, you in the Wikipedia, you read the sentences, you text. There are so many words are written in different colors, blue color. You click there, it will go to another page. Click there, it will go to another page. Is it not? So here you clicked on the Shita. What happens? Why there's another Shita? Then it will go to Sutrasthanam. Ushnena yukta rukshadya vayo gurvandi sanjayam shitena kopam ushnena shamam snigdhadayo guna. Ushnena yukta rukshadya vayo gurvandi sanjayam. Vada will get sanjaya with ushnena yukta rukshadya. Shitena kopam. Without Shita, it cannot have Kopa. That Kopa Avastha, he want to stress. Because the next word is Padale Shidale Vayu Vritta Krutho Vimarga. So he want to stress there. Oh, Vritta Krutha. What is this Vritta Krutha? Then you click there. Again, Sloka will go to Sutrasthanam. Vridhastu Vridha. Kopastu Unmarga Gamida Linganam Darshanam Jesa Aswastham Yoga Sambhava. That Aswastham Yoga Sambhava is there in the next line. You are getting my point. So the whole textbook is a loop, like a loop. Our textbooks are like a loop. You get into the loop, you connect some area, you connect some area, and the more and more you create the network of it, you will be able to understand things, for which Sadadam Athyenam is the only place. So thank you very much for organizing this, for giving me a chance to